Chuck, where have you been?
Nancy, you would not believe how crazy it is out there in these stores. What took me an hour and a half to do on a normal day now takes about 5 hours to find all this stuff. So you guys at home, remember that. We'll bring the food to you, and you don't have to deal with them.
Well, I'm glad it's you and not me. Thank you.
Hey there, and welcome to Nash Rockett Media, a podcast company that wants to help you broaden your customer base and expand your business in the process through the technology of social media and podcasting. Today's focus is on a Memphis-based catering company. Get this, called Just In Thyme. Thyme. Is that clever or what? In these challenging days here of COVID-19, they are indeed that just in time, because their whole thing being a catering company, obviously they're not events to be catered. So what they have done is very, well, it's innovative. I mean, that's what is great about America. We take what we do and we mold it and change it and adapt. And so what they are doing is filling a community need of delivering food to people. So they don't have events to cater. People don't have food. Boom. There's the innovation right there. Let's get Chuck Fisher. Welcome him to the broadcast. Chuck, Mr. Fisher, how you doing, my friend?
I am doing great, Mr. Rockett, and thank you for having me on today.
Well, it's indeed a pleasure. And I would imagine, the first thing we probably need to cover here is how the battle goes in Memphis with the virus, and how many people have it, and what's the prognosis there, doctor?
Well, every day we get more, and I found out a couple of friends have it. Kind of hitting close to home. But I think the prognosis is pretty good with some of the new things they're finding that actually work on this thing. I saw today some doctor up in New York has treated 350 people with this hydrochloroquinone and Z-Pak and zinc, and out of the 350, he's cured all 350.
Oh, wow. Well, I've been hearing that. I've been hearing that from Europe, particularly in France, where they've had huge success rates with that.
Yeah.
But your family is healthy and okay? Everything is good there?
Our family's very healthy. Yeah, and that's one of the things about the food business, Nash. We have been taught all along that we have to protect the public from foodborne illnesses. Mm-hmm. So in addition to the regular times that we wash our hands and sanitizing every surface after a different food touches it,
right,
we've kind of upped those procedures and done it. So that's one thing about food service, whether you're getting it from us or whether you're going to a restaurant takeout, they have been all about battling any kind of infection in food for years. So this is not new to us.
Okay, you're a catering company, and let me just first off say, Facebook.com/justintimefoods. You can find out all about these folks that you want to know. I will say that again, Facebook.com/justintimefoods, and you spell time Thyme, like the spice. That is that had to be your lovely bride's idea there. I'm just.
She and her sister came up with that about 25 years ago, and everybody loves it, so we stuck with it. You can also find us on the internet.
Yes, sir.
At justintimefoods.com, and you can also sign up to get our menus that go out twice a week now.
Okay, so just by looking at the reviews on the Facebook page, obviously people love your stuff, and obviously you've just, for a couple of decades now, done a lot of catering events and that sort of thing. And now tell me about the transition and the shift from the catering of an event to now catering for people who are in more of a need. And how does that work, and how do you transition that?
Well, it's kind of interesting. They always say everything old is new again, kind of like in the fashion world.
Yeah.
We used to, before we got a retail location at Millstone Market over in Germantown on Poplar Avenue, before we had that, we used to deliver these meals once a week. So this is not new for us, unlike it is for a lot of people out there.
Right.
This is something we did for 20 years. So now, in order to help out our clients that have supported us for years in this crazy time of need, we've gone back. We started out last week doing a menu once a week. Now we're going to a 2 times a week menu because everybody accepted this so well. So menus go out on Friday evening with orders due by Sunday. And then that delivery takes place on Tuesday. And then menus go out again on Monday night with orders by Wednesday. And that menu gets delivered on Friday. So it seems to be growing.
Now, how do people find, up until this point, is it just previous clients that have found you to do this, or how are you advertising? Obviously, this podcast is one of the ways that hopefully we're going to broaden that information and expand that base to people that have not been your catering clients, but can perhaps bring in some new clientele for you in this dire situation.
Absolutely. We, we have been a full service caterer where we do parties, cocktail parties, weddings, that type of thing.
Yeah.
We also do a lot of corporate lunches, that kind of thing. And then the third leg of our stool, if you will, has always been the time maker meals, is what we call these deliveries. Because not only does it help in times like this, it also helps when you're short on time. We make time for you so you don't have to cook. You don't have to spend the time at the grocery store. And if you need it for your home, or if you've got a friend that has a baby or somebody that's sick, we can take care of those things for you too.
Now, how many meals can you order? You say you deliver twice now on Tuesdays and Fridays, correct?
That's right.
Take me through the process of ordering. Where do they find the menu? How do they make the order? Is it picked up? Is it delivered? Tell me that whole thing there for me.
It's, since we've been doing it so long, we've made it a very simple process. You can go to our website at www.justintimefoods and make sure you put the S in there, .com. The first thing that pops up on our landing page is asking you to give us your email address so that you can receive the menus.
Okay.
And that's all you have to do. Once you get the menu, it has a path on it for you to go back to the website, click on Order Now, and it pops up a screen where you can order, and you hit Send Order, and it sends it right to us. And we receive it, we process it, get in touch with you, get your credit card information, charge it, bring it to your door.
Wow. Yeah, so it's an online process already. It's not something.
It is.
And you've been doing that for a long time.
Oh, we've been doing this for 20 years now, so we're not reinventing the wheel like other people are right now.
Right.
This has always been a part of our business, but now it's become an important part of our business for our customers.
Now, you had said, excuse me if interrupting, you had said that you have a store in Germantown on Poplar. What is the radius that makes sense for your business to deliver food to people in the Memphis area?
I just got back from delivering, Nash, so I delivered all the way out in Arlington, which is just about to Fayette County, one end of Shelby County, all the way down to one of the high rises right on the river.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we've got range. and we'll get you your food.
That is quite a range from Arlington to the river. Oh my goodness! Wow, that's awesome. So I noticed on your Facebook page, I left you a review today, by the way, on my one and only dining experience. Fine dining experience, I might add, over Christmas when I was there working. You were kind enough to, you know that I love bacon. I just love bacon. There's nothing that I don't like about bacon.
And anybody that knows you would have no idea that you love bacon.
I love the way it smells when it cooks. I love the way it sounds when it cooks. I love the way the grease splatters on you and burns your skin when it cooks. I love the way it tastes, its texture, yada, yada. So you know all this about me. But,
well, the other thing about that grease splattering on you, there's a way to fix that, Nash. Line a cookie sheet with aluminum foil and cook it in the oven at 300 degrees. You just about can't burn it. It comes out flat and beautiful, and you don't burn yourself with the grease. I
was going to ask you about that because as we have our B-roll running here in the background, I mean, I have made a special point, and I appreciate you cooking up some bacon for me. That wasn't very nice what you did, because now I can't wait to have some more of that bacon. Let me finish my story. At Christmas, when I was there, you actually brought me some bacon, and it was the absolute best culinary experience of my life. Now, I thought maybe you just knew some dude that had some exotic bacon. I had no idea at the time that you are the dude that has the exotic bacon.
Hey, you eat it all and we'll make more.
I tell you, I like that motto, by the way. And I'm sitting here looking at the bacon on the back of the screen here now. My goodness gracious. You kind of just humor me a bit and take me through the whole bacon thing that you do. You just put it on the plate.
Well, as I told you, you take it, you line your cookie sheet with aluminum foil because it'll make a mess if you don't.
Yeah.
You put your brown sugar and your spices on there, and you put it in the oven at 300 degrees. Thing you got to watch out, though, that's what makes it so hard. And while I did that bacon, we got a guy, and we call him BB for Bacon Boy. He stands there and makes this stuff all day long. The problem that you run into, it can go from being not cooked to burned in the blink of an eye.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, it's the best food I've ever had in my life. And kudos to you, man. I had no idea that you were the engine behind that machine. So when you go to, what can people expect? In our little B-roll here, we see some cinnamon rolls, and we see some asparagus rolly thingies, and the bacon. What can we expect? What kind of menu do you have? Because it's got to be a little different, I would imagine, and adjusted for the times, because it's not a catered event, right? You're just feeding people.
Oh, absolutely. What we like to do, we don't try to get fancy like some places do. We like to make the food that you would make if you had the time.
Okay.
And, once again, that plays into the time maker meal thing. It makes time for you, because in this time when everybody's working, both husband, wife, everybody in the household's working, it's kind of tough. But just to give you an idea, this going out for Friday, I've got a chicken cordon bleu casserole, fresh salmon cakes, which I'll smoke that salmon on the grill and we'll break up and make into a salmon cake, ravioli, Italian spinach, Gouda grits, smoked Gouda grits, that is. We're going to have grandma's mixed turnip and mustard greens, hot curried fruit, which is an old-time favorite. We're doing an Italian salad, a traditional French quiche, which has four kinds of cheeses, and a fudge pie. And if you hadn't had this fudge pie, oh my goodness, you think bacon's good?
Wow. Now, do you make any exceptions at all for delivery to Nashville?
For you, I could probably work something out.
I tell you, this is a great idea. I mean, the only thing that I'm not hearing that you say that you have is a nice little tablecloth and a round table in the corner and a bottle of wine and some candles. I mean, you're dude.
For a price. For a price, that could be had too.
I mean, you're a restaurant. Really, you're a restaurant. You're a gourmet restaurant on wheels. I mean, this is fabulous, and so I'm really excited about. You are, sir, our first commercial podcast, and I'm excited to be a part of this because it's such a win-win for everyone. It's a win-win for the people who need the food, right? It's a win-win for you, a mom and pop store who need the business. And it's a win-win for me so that I can broadcast and help promote. It's like the perfect storm of, gosh, I'm going to the adjective drawer and there's nothing in there. It's the perfect storm of something, and it's awesome.
I can tell you this too, Nash. As you know, we've had a long relationship through my daughter, Lydia, and the work that you've done on her.
Yes.
And I'll tell this to anybody out there. Anybody can have the tools, but when you're a master, it makes all the difference in the world. And Nash Rockett is a master.
Well, so is Chuck Fisher when it comes to that bacon. Now, I don't know what else you cook, but I tell you, I have never eaten anything as good as that bacon. And
how about this?
Yes, sir.
How about this? Your new tagline, Nash Rockett, the frosted bacon of the photography world.
I like that. I like that a lot. All right, my friend. I just want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to try to help out a little bit. And it's a fabulous idea, and I'm glad you have the creativity and the innovation to turn this around and make it work for you. And I'm sure it's going to. I will say stay safe, stay at home, and allow Just In Thyme to make your life a little bit easier in a very difficult time. I'd like to thank Chuck Fisher of Just In Thyme in the Memphis market for sharing their story today and the needed service they are providing in that area. And when you contact Just In Thyme, be sure to tell them Nash Rockett sent you. Maybe I'll get an extra piece of bacon or something. You never know. If you have a business, a product, or service that you would like to broaden your customer base or perhaps deepen your brand through a podcast or social media, but you just can't find the time to learn how to do it yourself, I might be able to help you. Contact me at Nash Rockett Media. We'll have a chat. I'll put the numbers and the email up on the screen. We'll see you next time. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. If you like today's episode, please consider subscribing. Hit the red button and the little bell right beside it. That way you'll be notified every time we post a brand new episode. Stay safe. Stay healthy.
Hey everybody, it is so busy. They took me, the delivery boy, off the road and made me make these bacon wrap crackers. They're going to be there tomorrow. You eat them all, we'll make more.